There are a lot of Karens who have gotten their karma in court, and while we can't say that we've witnessed many cases like that ourselves, we do know that they take place. There are numerous instances of karma in the courtroom, including the most stunning ones. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at 5 reactions of Karens getting karma in court. Yeah, you heard it right. Number 1. Tony Farmer. Tony Farmer was considered to be one of the most intriguing prospects for college and professional basketball in the entire country. It's a shame that he ruined everything by assaulting his ex-girlfriend in front of a security camera because he had a promising career ahead of him. Farmer did not react well to the news that he'd be missing out on his prime years as a basketball player as a result of a 3-year jail sentence that was handed down in August of 2012. The recent slapping on the wrist given to Ray Rice is surely put into perspective by this. Number 2. Judge versus defender fight it out. During the month of June 2014, Judge John Murphy of Florida engaged in a verbal exchange with Assistant Public Defender Andrew Weinstock. On the other hand, it didn't take long for the mouth-to-mouth outburst in the courtroom to develop into a mano-a-mano confrontation. Even while the physical conflict takes place off-screen, you can still hear it. And judging by the sounds of it, Murphy comes out on top. The public defender of the 18th Judicial Court, Blaise Tredis, had this to say about what allegedly happened. The attorney said that immediately upon entering the corridor, he was seized by the collar and began to be struck. There was not even time for anything, let alone a conversation or a discussion. The attorney is taken away as soon as they enter the hallway where they're being held. According to Florida Today, Murphy eventually took a leave of absence and apologized to the public, but he did not directly address his apologies to Weinstock. Number 3. Ernie Turtlegi. Ernie Turtlegi, a 52-year-old do-it-yourself attorney who calls himself the living natural man, was held in contempt of court in August 2013 for numerous outbursts before the jury was even selected. He called himself the living natural man. He addressed the magistrate with the inquiry, "Why is a British recognized person asking questions in an American courtroom?" After that, things take a turn for the strange. The fact that Turtlegi finished without a license was the sole reason that he was hauled into court in the first place. Number 4. Harvey Wentz. Harvey Wentz, who's now 22 years old, was found guilty of the horrifying torture of a kid and currently serving time for the crime. The child, who was only 3 years old at the time, suffered burns on over 18% of his body. In May of 2013, Wentz completely lost it when he learned that he would be sentenced up to 65 years, as did his friends and family members who were present at the hearing. The pastor of the family helps restore order in this video, but not before one of the most explosive outbursts in the courtroom that are included on our list. Number 5. Dexter Johnson. Houston teen at the time of the rape and murder that Dexter Johnson and a few other individuals committed. He was 19 years old. In June of 2007, he was put on trial for capital murder and found guilty of the crime. When the sentence was read to him, he displayed the same violent tendencies that led to his conviction. When Johnson's family heard the reading of his death sentence, they yelled and wept in anguish. One fell unconscious, prompting the call for an ambulance. Johnson, on the other hand, started throwing chairs around until he was tackled to the ground by a large group of officers. Now that you've finished watching the 5 best reactions of Karens that have been given, I have some bonus bits for you to check out. Let's look into this, shall we? Number 1. Lance Dyer. In May of 2014, Lance Dyer was only 16 years old when he led police on a high-speed automobile chase. He did not comply with the authorities' request to surrender, but instead fled on foot while brandishing a loaded firearm. He received a sentence of 11 years in prison, which was a punishment that did not sit well with his sister. His sister, who is not named in the report, embarks on a profanity-laced rant and opposes cops who try to accompany her off the premises. In contrast, Dyer's demeanor was mainly calm and accepting of the situation. She was taken out of the room and not charged with any crime. However, the judge did order that she cannot attend any more proceedings. Number 2. Michael Gaines. During this NSFW outburst in the courtroom, make sure the kids have earmuffs on their ears. In the video, a guy who has been identified as Michael Gaines yells some of the most offensive words ever heard against the police officer who arrested him, as well as the court. In spite of the fact that the bleep button is used rather frequently, it is still possible to understand what the man is saying, and it is not difficult to fill in the blanks. Because of this, it is in everyone's best interest to keep the children away from this. According to the Associated Press, the incident took place in July 2008, and Gaines was given a sentence of 13 years for his involvement. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.